Jet fuel management at an airline or a fuel supplier is a complex process involving several different parties that must interact in a timely manner. Digitalization will help achieve efficiencies and minimize errors in managing such complex processes. IATA has been working with airlines, fuel companies, and IT vendors to develop fuel data messaging standards. These will enable easier communication and information flow covering the entire fuel procurement to payment cycle, enabling economies of scale to stimulate digitalization in the jet fuel domain. Innovative as it is, the fuel data standards have been met with enthusiasm from all parties, and there are over 100 airlines and 50 fuel suppliers using at least one of the 4 standards. The last of these standards, the e-tender standard, was tested in April 2018 in Geneva and is now ready for industry use. Find out how the standard was developed and discover the value add it will bring.
Well, we have been collaborating not only through the support of IATA, but with a variety of fuel suppliers as well as a number of airlines around the world to bring efficiency to the fuel procurement process. And so the tender bid module is one of the 4 standards that have been developed through support of IATA, and we are here to essentially finalize the 4th standard, which is the tender bid standard, through the use of one of the suppliers who are Fuel Plus.
If you can imagine that the 2 parties, airline and the supplier, they are making a tender, and you have to exchange the information on the prices in each airport for the fuel. So each of the suppliers sends the offer, the bid in their own format, and the poor airline has to make it all in one and the same format, and to put the information into their systems manually. So it takes a lot of time, and the time is spent not for analysis but on the input, and which should be corrected. So we're here to correct this.
There are many efficiencies detected here. First of all is avoiding mistakes, because we are not typing numbers back and forth, which always create problems. We will have a lot of information already in our systems that we will fill up automatically, and the communication between the parties will be easier. And the second main efficiency, that we're going to understand each other. Airlines flying to many different airports will have an easier way to understand suppliers, and the other way around.
This program can ease the way we are doing with tender offers now, up to the moment, and to make the process in such a way that it will take the minimum time for holding the whole tender. So this is the main goal.
There's an agnostic standard which allows for the airline to use whatever methodologies that they want to do without going through the torture of manual data entry, which, as we know, will cause human error and entries and questions regarding what parts of the pricing are inserted into a differential, if you will, or other components are, whether they're clear or not. IATA has been very supportive. They've been assisting with coordinating a whole lot of effort that goes into such a transformation, and I think over a period of time we do see a lot of interest in that. It's now a time when we want to see implementation, and with the help of IATA we are going down that road to help suppliers as well as airlines to recognize the value add that this brings, and for them to recognize how simple it is and easy it is to transform this thing with great value added in the later stages.